Because that shot which happened 30 seconds ago is probably still ringing the crossbar right now and screaming at Sasaki.
さあ、始まりました。いきなり広島攻撃ですね。スタメン貼っときますね。スタメンだけ貼っときます。
Trying to go very long. It was very well defended as Nogami almost went up unchallenged for the header. Well, they haven't really been productive goal scorers since the arrival of Hiroshi Tofuku, who's preached organization
and
defensive compactability ahead of the attacking nows and adventures. Forays into opponent's territory.
クレア控えですね、今日はね。
Shown signs of creaking. Sasaki jumps and wins that duel. Good win in the air that time by Araki. Good just fall neatly into the path of Nakama. Trying to pick it up into the box, hoping that Angelotti would run onto it. Sato surely would be the first choice of the Olympic Games for the Japanese under-24 football team. Feature in the last couple of international friendlies, though, against Jamaica and Ghana. There is Nogami here for the 170th time. It's a Saint Hiroshima player. Passing time by Kawabe, easily cut out. So too was that touch by Kamiya was looking for some space. Julio Santos has asked for referee's decision to go his way, but referee saying that you're built like a tank, you can't be falling like a piece of tissue paper just like that. Sasaki surely isn't going to put any sort of pressure onto the young goalkeeper, especially with ball at feet. Force him to either kick it straight away. Question his very own kicking abilities in the early minutes. Fuji all the way back to Nogami. Here is Aoyama, timeless evergreen, Toshihiro Aoyama. He's scored a goal against Resol before, back in 2013. The game at Resol, which ended 1-1. So he himself has scored against Resol before. In fact, scored the only goal the last time FJ beat them at Kashiwa back in 2018. Here is Junior Santos. So the shot against the uprights will certainly spur him on and put some fire into his confidence. He looks to be extinguished a little bit of late in his recent barren run. Tano, the club's top scorer this year with 4 goals. Which in itself tells you all the story as they miss Leandro from last year, who himself is struggling for his big club Kabasaka. Nakama. And there's always a lot of industry and fight in Nakama. That time he failed to keep hold of the ball. Some very good pressure by the Senpeji Hiroshima players. Aoyama using the ball brilliantly usually. Kind of pass, but just more hopeful than anything else. Some came off his goal line. Had to beat it. Although he worries in his head. Nelsinho, he faces this worst crisis in his career as Kashiwa Resol manager. So the inclusion of Yuji Takahashi at centre back and Masato Sasaki means that they are the 28th and 29th players to see J-League action this year for Kashiwa Resol. Which just goes to show you that sign of a coach who really hasn't found a winning formula yet. Cristiano once again getting into the referee's face, thinking that he was supposed to win the free kick from that last situation. Ominami did well to get across Junior Santos. Prevents the Brazilian from trying to attack the byline. Oyama beat
おー、ナイスカット、クリスティアーノ。
Great work by Richardson.
強えな。
Ogami
おい、強えな。
made up for Angelotti. Took that shot on first time. Still has possession of the ball. Trying to look for the angle for the shot. Kamiya now trying to look for the angle for the cross, but it's well cut out by Kawabe. He's such a superstar, isn't he? Talk about rising confidence. Well, it's almost at that
Richarlison 強っ。
his confidence level. It's a player that will feel as if he cannot do anything wrong, especially for his performances recently for Japan. Now he was singled out for praise. Morishima trying to invert that pass, but it was well watched by Shunki Takahashi. To go on full name basis because there are two Takahashis here. Asano, the ball throw kindly for him. Still Asano!
Oh.
Always rising. Sasaki, this time, wasn't called into action, although he'll tell you that he had everything covered. Ominami slipped, and Yuji Takahashi at once cut out the angle for the pass, which gave the invitation for the shot to come from Asano. Oh, when you're struggling for how much it means to score that opening goal of the game, Hiroshi Jofuku.
お、抜けたんじゃこれ。あー、これいったな。あー。やっぱ早いな、浅野。
Scored 6 last year, Yuya Asano. 4 this year in 23 games for them. Including a brace against Yokohama FC where he was really in splendid form. Dori, let's go all the way back to Ominami. Yuji Takahashi trying to dovetail him in whatever he does in this new centre-back combination. For a long while it was Itakima who was playing there. Takahashi certainly was brought in last year from Sagantos to fix that little gap at the back and playing side by side with Koga, who's playing at left full back in this match. Ominami managing to steal ahead of his opponent just to get in touch with the ball. Here is Dodi. Squiggled himself out of that cul-de-sac pretty well. Richardson and lung bursting run earlier on. It's very much eye-catching. Cristiano's pass to Angelotti was appreciated by his fellow Brazilian, but didn't find him. Quite an exciting start now. Teams who are actually really struggling in the league. Especially Saint Hiroshima right on the front foot and hoping to just catch Kashiwa wrestle cold because the last time they played was 10 days ago. Trying to put the wounds of that embarrassing defeat to the Emperor's Cup out of their system as well for Saint Hiroshima. You have to say that none of the starting 11 actually started that match, although they did have to call upon that man, Morishima, Yuya Santos, Yuya Asano, and Fuji late in the match try to salvage something. That's a clever ball played on the outside to Koga. Angelotti decided to leave it to Cristiano, who is Kashiwa Wrestle's all-time top scorer in this fixture with 5 goals. Joined with Hideaki Tajima. Cristiano, by the way, is the only player to have scored a hat-trick in this fixture. Came in 2015. Year when Senfrecce Hiroshima last won the JV. Richardson active fielded all the way back to Ominami. There is Koga trying to put behind him the nightmare of the last game where he scored an own goal. Dodi. Shoots Takahashi. Thought that Cristiano was going to be running into space just behind him. A relay of pass. Cristiano actually tucked inside and trying to get more central and involved in the action with Angelotti. This ball was a very good one, getting touching from Fuji though, just let the pass down altogether. Here is Koga. Dodi, always demanding for the ball. That's a lovely pass, a very smart one as well, put it to space. Deflection of which Osaka is going to claim it and actually does splendidly well to keep it in play. for all the matter in the world, he was flying outside. His energy was taking him away from the byline, somehow managing to keep those long hands of his and the ball in play. Here's Junior Santos has already rocked the upright, the crossbar, I should say. Pass inside, found only Nakama, trying to just play over the outside of his boot to Cristiano, nowhere close to him. Aoyama to Kawabe, player who has been understudying Aoyama since 2013 when he first arrived on the scene. Morishima puts it into space for Kawabe. Flick to free up Asano. Oh, they have been renting property and space in the Kashiwa wrestle half in the first 12.5 minutes. Hiroshi Jofuku's men. No avail though. Kamiya might just
いえいえ、すいません。
He's won a free kick. Might be further punishment here for Kawabe.
ちょっと前半、ちょっと仕事してるもんで、あんま話せないんですよね。
Yellow card.
後半からちょっと話しながら、
Newly minted Japanese
見ようと思ってるんで、ちょっと
Japanese scorer
す
in
い
an
ません。
international fixture. Aya Kawabe. Gets a yellow in his return to domestic football action. Cristiano has been known to really let one fly these distances over the years. As I said, he is she was top scorer in this fixture with 5 goals. Those 5 goals were scored in the span of 4 games. 2015 to 2016. Responsibility. What? It's a corner of the post where Koga was lurking. But always out of reach of the youngster. It's very quick thinking. Sasaki's got a watch. Got head to the ball. Asano didn't have the berth for it. Probably was in his mind to hook it right back over the goalkeeper, but quite a distance out. It's been a spectacular strike in order to catch the goalkeeper out because it's the second time already that Sasaki has just abandoned his goal line and penalty box. A header ball that was behind his defense. Always a positive sign when the goalkeeper does it, and when he gets the ball, there will be the one instance where it wouldn't work for him. Shunki Takahashi having to escape the challenge, but then toe-in was by Asano. Junior Santos sprinting away. Almost lost possession of the ball, and Yuji Takahashi, his 70th J-League appearance, just came storming in at the very last minute. I have won the tackle if Richardson didn't throw in a challenge in the first place, but the sliding tackle actually took the ball away from Yuji Takahashi. He got a piece of Junior Santos. Might want a piece of the action here in the free kick. No, he's stepped away from it. Tsukasa Morishima scored a couple of glorious free kick goals last year. He definitely had the heart of this one. They would want him on the score sheet. They've never lost when he scored, Morishima. He's only got one this year, the equaliser against Kawasaki Frontale. Looking back again for further instructions. In case just want to play on another option in his head and his mind. So is usually very direct and very one-track mind when it comes to this. Tando, skill and ability let him down. Well, he's had his injury troubles over the years, Tsukasa Morishima, but alongside Junior Santos, he's been a player who's featured in most of their games this year. It tells you that perhaps those injury problems are far behind him now after a very fruitful season last year as well. He scored a personal best of 5 goals. Koga, Nakama told to step on the ball before the challenge came in from Fuji. Minami to Yuji Takahashi. He's been missing since August last year due to an MCL injury. Appearance by Koga. It's gone into the path of Junior Santos, who's created space for himself, but couldn't create enough power behind that shot. And Sasaki, who stayed on his goal line instead of coming out and challenging him, got away with one. As Junior Santos showed why he is very right-footed. That left foot strike just lacked any sort of power at all. Everything up to that point by the Brazilian was pretty neat until the finish. Angelotti was seen as opposite striker already. Strike the crossbar, plant a shot straight at the goalkeeper. As he hasn't featured yet, except for a shot which was easily charged down by a Saint-Frecce defender. He needs to get right into the thick of the action. Midfield at the moment being torn right apart to shreds as Junior Santos yet again picks up a loose ball in the middle of the area. Fuji cross right back inside to Moroshima, yet again trying to create space for himself. Asano's set it up. That shot does come in from Kawabe, right straight at the goalkeeper. They worked it around until they found the angle and the space for that shot. Sasaki, we knew was going to be a baptism of fire, taking the place of Kim Seong-kyu for his first ever J League start. So he looks steady so far. He helps as well with the shots coming straight down his throat. He's taking easy catches. Johnson was making his first J League start since the 3rd of April. There might be some rustiness in those legs of his. First time that Shihashi has been dropped to the bench and taking the rest of the J League this year. You know what you'll get from Nakama in Kamiya. A lot of industry, a lot of pace. Morishima has asked for the ball to be played inside of him again from Kashiwa. Yoshifumi Kashiwa. That's a sticking effort. That was always rising from Aoyama. His way outside. After he scores these days, Toshihiro Aoyama. A lot of times when he does find the back of the net, it's usually from the penalty spots, but he's got one this year. Almost for the first time in 5 years, getting 2 in a season. He was their captain the last time they won the league and the J League MVP as well in 2015. That was heart of the side and the captain of the side for 3 occasions when they won the league. Takahashi. Gave enough time for Morishima to come back to ensure that he doesn't make further inroads into the Saint-Frecce half. Shunki Takahashi, 50th appearance for Kashiwa Reysol tonight. Player who was the only one in the J League last year to receive 2 red cards. Nakama, the decision by the referee, which he just falling him down. Here's Richardson. Well, Cristiano usually starts down the right-hand side, found some space right now with Osako coming up. He is very good with ball at feet. Keisuke Osako, he showed it there. 70th appearance tonight for Saint-Frecce Hiroshima. He's looking for his 25th clean sheet for the JD. Koga. Up and under, hoping that Angelotti chases that. It's a very good touch by the Brazilian. He's taking it away from Araki. Trying to just find any sort of ball back inside, knowing that Cristiano is trying to burst his hamstrings to get into the penalty box. Great signs there from Angelotti, who has struggled a little bit, especially in the J League since his arrival. That touch would have done his complex a whole lot of good against Araki. Even had the strength to hold him up, because that has been one of the biggest criticisms of the Brazilian so far. Too easy. shrugged off the ball. So many matches already. Rodrigo Angelotti, who is hunting inside the penalty box alongside the other box in the box. Cristiano Osako came through traffic to get his fist onto the ball. Takahashi, space opening up for Richardson, not picked up at all. Richardson with time to ping a crossover, and it's a disappointing one at the end of the day. Well, with the amount of time he had, surely it should have been a much better delivery inside the box to find one of those in the area. Yuji Takahashi was one of those in the area, went up for the corner and stayed up there. So halfway through the first half, and it has been a pretty entertaining fixture so far, especially Junior Santos' effort in the opening minutes of the game. He picked up the ball and just decided to go straight on for goal. Right to the crossbar, almost right to